Boot Camp Closet by Jaclyn. Hi, my name is Charles Jeffrey Fry. My nickname is Red because of my red hair. I have red curly hair, blue eyes, and tan skin. I had a terrific family growing up. My family grew up here in Indiana, so we've been here a long time and know our way around. I loved growing up here. My family was Debbie, my older sister, Tammy, my younger sister, and my mom and dad. I had some pets too. I had a lot of dogs, one monkey, a parrot, and 2 raccoons. One was nice and one was like an awesome cat. The other one we only had for a couple weeks because it was so mean. They were a lot of fun. My favorite toy is a soccer ball. The most important thing that I ever learned was that Jesus loves me. My parents taught that to me, and I learned it at church. I shared a room when I was a kid. Actually, I shared a house with a couple of families. Back then, we didn't have any computers or cell phones. I didn't have an allowance, but I did have chores. My chores were to take out the trash, mow the lawn, and help with the dishes. I really loved playing soccer growing up. It was my favorite sport. I played defense or fullback. I think I was pretty nice to others. I had a lot of friends. I felt good about myself. I played soccer with my friends all the time, so I think I was pretty good, athletic. My best subjects in school were PE, Bible, and social studies. The in thing back then for girls was big hair, but nothing for us boys. Though I was mentioned in the newspaper a couple of times because of my big soccer games. My friends were John Anderson, and I used to hang out with a guy named Robbie Gard. My heroes were Ronald Reagan and Walter Payton. I once broke my ankle playing soccer in my first year of college. The world event that changed my life was when the Berlin Wall came down. It changed the world as we know it. The funniest thing that ever happened to me, well, that's what I'm here to talk about. Although it wasn't funny then, but now it's pretty funny. It all started a long time ago when I was about to go into college. I wanted to be a soldier that helped our country and that was willing to die to save people. I signed up for boot camp. I was sort of excited and sort of bummed about everything. It took forever to learn all the rules and everything we had to do during the day, like when we eat, what we do each day of the week and week. We were getting assigned jobs and we need to know how that all works. I got the job calendar, 5 o'clock. I put my class name on gym. I was supposed to have put it on gun duty, but I accidentally put it on gym. I got in so much trouble when they found out it was me, but I did. When they found out I did it, but then they gave me a warning. A couple of weeks later, I got duty to watch our fort from 4 o'clock till 5. We get up at 6. So I thought it would be a good idea to stay in my clothes. After all, here's what happened. Oh, and remember that incident I had a couple weeks ago? I learned why they didn't give me my punishment then. When my drill instructor blew the whistle, everybody stood up. But I was the only person dressed. Everyone else was still in their underwear. So all of my drill instructors, all 4 of them, were on each side yelling in my face. It was so loud and it hurt my ears. You know what else hurt my ears? One of my big drill instructors that had been there for like 40 years or so, he pulled me off to the side by my ears and it hurt. He pulled me into an equipment closet that had push-up bars, and he picked up one of the weights off the ground and put it up and down like he was lifting weights. He was talking about how he had been there for like 40 years and how I think that boot camp is just a joke. Then he randomly just threw the weight down. It kind of scared me. Right as I took my eyes off him to look down at the weight, he punched me right into the stomach. It hurt so bad, I could hardly catch my breath. Then he took me out of the closet and asked me some questions like how I was going to behave. Then he asked me, "Do you remember what took place in that closet?" Because I don't. Then I said, I forget to. Then I left to go back to my platoon. I never told anyone about what happened in the closet. I forgot because I forgot. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The end.